Here we go for day 10. Started with getting some blood flow into the arms. Don't get too carried away. I didn't make curls the focus of the session, but yeah, biceps are people too. If you want your shoulders to work well, then you need healthy, strong, balanced biceps. And a few reps doesn't hurt for actually curling a decent weight at some stage as well. As I've been talking about at the moment, it's all about preparation and building towards lifting something better in the future. Same with those few bench press, just feeling some weight. I then did a bunch of work opening up the shoulders. Curls in front, curls to the side, curls behind. Playing around with some balancing on the floor as well. But yeah, these positions are really good to get yourself prepared for the snatch. And I did, that's what's coming up after this, just a little bit of snatch technique. Thinking about getting to the point where I can power snatch or heave snatch body weight. That's high hang to power snatch position. It takes a lot of power and I'm nowhere near that at the moment. I also played around with those just very bottom position pulses of the curls. I'm a huge fan of pulses and pauses and punches. I was just thinking about how many Ps. There was one more, pins. They're the 4 Ps that I believe are foundational for lifting better. Apart from your normal lifts, adding in those 4 Ps is a great idea. So yeah, just feeling the weight with these. It doesn't feel, overly smooth, but definitely could be worse, and it's nice to just be able to put the bar overhead. It is a blessing to be able to lift smoothly, freely. As much as I think about getting to a point where I can snatch 100 kilos or squat 200 kilos, or the future vision is there, but it's also like a blessing whatever you do each day. And the fact of just being able to train and being able to train with someone else. Anthony is getting his first session of snatch, playing around with the movement. I like to let people experience and experiment and work things out a little bit for themselves, as well as give some tips and coaching. Like I did give him some feedback, but it's good for him to listen to his body as well and to feel what's going on. Lower back starting to open up. I was almost getting the elbows to ankles. And 30 kilos feeling like a paperweight. I think, 50, 60 kilos would be, 50 would feel heavy, 60 would feel really heavy at the moment, but I could probably get it. But all I really care about is getting the reps in each day. That's what it's about. If I keep getting the reps, then eventually something good's going to happen. So, Anthony pressing out a little bit. Once it's 30 kilos, there was a bit of a challenge to transfer the weight. So the PM session, I actually did bench 10 sets of 6 in the morning as well. Only 60 kilos. I did them all with a pause. I did the first couple of sets with 10 and 8 actually, but then I realized I wasn't going to make it. Dense style, so starting on the minute, they really add up quickly because you don't get, the more reps you do, the less rest you get. We ended up falling into a little pump session in the evening as well. The goal was just to get a bit of blood flow, but as one thing leads to another, we ended up lifting pretty close. We both kind of maxed out actually. So I maxed out 5 RM and Anthony had a couple of max outs because we didn't really know what weights he can lift, and it's like he's not really able to recruit a lot of muscle yet, so he's getting a feeling for it, and that's the main thing. I think it's been fun to train with him and just see how he's experiencing things. I'm a big fan of this band setup. It's just less playing around. It didn't work quite as well with Anthony. Wasn't used to it as much, and the incline bench kind of pops off. But anyways, it's not too much of a hassle to set back up. Since I don't have dumbbells, it's not really, and I don't have a squat rack. Like, it's not so easy to set it up in another way. But yeah, I like this kind of setup. I really love the accelerated eccentric, and people tell you like, hey, you don't need bands to improve your 1RM bench press, and that's definitely true. Like some people have extremely high 1RM bench presses and have never benched with a band, and it's not essential to bench with a band. But what I am getting with it is the ability to move quickly, the ability to receive force and to go through a fast eccentric. So if you're going to only do 40x0, if you can only go slow on the way down, then you've lost ability, or you have less ability or disability versus someone who's able to go fast and slow. So we do want to be able to go fast with the weights as much as the 1RM. You know, if you're training for powerlifting, then you can make a case that there's no need for that. But if you're training for life, for all-round ability, to be an all-rounder, if you're training for something explosive like a shot put or something like that, then you can definitely make a case for bands. I'm definitely a fan of them myself for like rugby players as well. Not the only way. Chains are probably more conservative choice. Chains just make the bar heavier as you go up, so it's sort of like lets you feel a heavier weight at the top. But this was the top set now, so only 80 kilos. Generally go slower on the first one, feel the weight, then that gives me confidence to go faster. So it is actually a skill to be able to go fast and blast up. I'm trying to go fast on these, even though they ended up pretty slow. And yeah, that was enough. No need to grind beyond that. So I also did a bunch of these. I didn't record mine, but a big sort of combination giant set of external rotator, posterior delt work